Today is the day of judgment. Now, if you allow yourself to punk out, then all these deaths are in vain. All your religious beliefs, all that political rhetoric you talk, it don't mean nothing, including your Christ who died on the cross. Because the real test is right now. The real test is right here and right now. All right? We ain't leaving till we get the answer.
Mr.
And no one else will speak.
Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman.
Ms. Reese.
Chief.
Mr. Chairman.
And Mr. Shirey. Because let's don't fool ourselves. Cincinnati is a city manager form of government. And we're sitting here waiting on answers that we don't have. There hasn't been a telephone call made. Where's Kent Ryan? Where is Mr. Ryan? Needs to be right up front. No one has gotten a telephone made or anything, and we don't have any answers. I asked you, when was the family notified? You should be on the phone right now to give me what time was this family notified. I'm not going to sit here all day while you sit there and get paid your salary and don't make a phone call. A phone call needs to be made now. I had to make a phone call to get the manager up here. And Mr. Ryan, we pay $107,000 for your salary. I want a telephone call made. We need a transcript. We need something. A transcript. We need times when this family was notified. We need something.
Miss Reese, I was told by...
Call the next speaker.
Miss Reese, I was called around 8 o'clock on Saturday morning and told by Colonel Twitty that he had notified the family. That's all I know about that. I do not know what time he did that.
Mr. Manager. Mr. Manager. My question, Mr. Manager. Mr. Manager. Mr. Manager, you run the city of Cincinnati. You run the administration. You see and have heard from the faces and you had the request. My question, because you're the manager, we have a manager form of government, what are you going to do right now so that we can get some answers to the situation? Are we just going to sit here? What are we going to do? You're the manager. What do we do? Has a telephone call been made?
Ms. Reese, I don't know what more we can told you. We told you what the officer said, which is that he perceived a threat. When he was confronted in that dark space, he said he perceived a threat and he fired his gun. Now, I don't know what more we can tell you. Okay?
Mr. Chair. One moment.
No, we've been waiting long enough. Every black man is a threat. Y'all gonna shoot us all? I've been waiting long enough. I've been doing this long enough. How many black men you gonna shoot? You don't know.
You need to resign.
Sorry, how many more black men are threats? Then let me be. Then leave me alone. Then leave me alone.
All he's doing is collecting the
What was the threat?
What
just got the answer. Okay? You just got the answer.
Folks,
I wasn't there.
you're trying to get an answer if you... Right. I mean, we all threats, so we all gonna get killed or what? If you perceive us as a threat?
What kind of threat made him shoot him? What kind of threat? Yeah, he was a black man. He was a black man. So that's a threat to everyone. That's a threat to everybody.
Folks, y'all gotta let him finish answering. See what? Let him talk. Let him talk. That's what I want to know.
Exactly what they told me. They still want to do. They still feel me. He still take my word and they choke me every day.
Roger didn't run. Roger didn't run. What kind of threat was he to them? Roger didn't run.
Ain't nobody used when we tired.
How somebody claiming his right to a threat?
What kind of threat? What kind of threat?
All he did was repeat. What kind of threat? We know what kind of threat it was. Right. Right. He being a black man. He was a black man. That's his only problem in the city of Cincinnati. Is that he's a black man.
That was it. That was it. That was it. What?
A racial, baby. Not the border.
That was it. A black man was.
I ain't going. Just tell him.
Only thing he said was that
I mean, a black man come around the corner. Was that it? Is that why he shot? He should be charged right now.
What happened to him? He wanted shot to the leg. Whatever. What's up with all these
Get your eyes straight.
What's up with all these legal shots?
I mean, look. It's,
What's wrong with you? I can't ask. Why you gotta shoot to kill?
they don't know.
Do y'all have enough money?
don't look like it.
Have y'all contacted the funeral home? Yeah, I know. Which one y'all going with?
I think it's in Evanston.
What about a fund in the bank?
Mr. Chair.
That people can contribute to, or should they just do it?
Miss-
It's not money. Do you know if a black police officer kills a white man, he get life? He ain't gonna have no, that white man ain't gonna have no, he get life. It ain't funny.
If it's Jameson, can we contact them and send money?
I think I'm gonna have to find out which one it is.
Okay.
Come on, we waiting, Sally.
Sorry, we waiting, man.
Sally, come on. We need some questions, baby. Come on, Sally. We waiting, Sally.
If I could have everyone's attention for a second.
We need a question answer, Sally. Come on, baby.
Fuck them. They can't do nothing today. Hell no.
What kind of threat he proposed, Sally? Sally,
What kind of threat do you propose? We want to know.
Yeah. Or me saying fuck you. I'm gonna do this. Yeah.
He running. What kind of threat is that? He's showing you. He's threatened by you. He's
and
running
then 9
from
out
you.
of 10, the man
He's
tired.
threatening you. How? Oh, you can't
So,
running from you is threatening you. That person threatened by you.
I got this down low.
so.
Put that motherfucker on the floor out there in the middle of the floor.
We wait for some answers, John Simon. Johnny. It's on, man.
Yeah, I can hear it. Yeah. Yeah, I ain't gonna buy it.
Oh.
See the light. Mike Atkins, turn the light on. Sit back. Sit. Yeah.
We need answers, Shari. Listen to us, Shari. We need answers.
You hear me? Get up on it like you bite.
Striker, you talk louder there when you beat your wife. Let's get some answers in here. If it be anything less than murder, we got to tear this city up.
I bet the police during their interview. Murder one. And why they shoot him anyway?
Sit your bald head, applehead ass down, Tarbell. We trying to get some real answers in here.
Yeah, on that.
All ex-convicts. That's murder, man. You ain't living that murder. Murder.
We need some answers, Striker. We waiting for them. We need some answers. Shari, you should have went to Texas when you had the chance.